Hey guys, ANA here. So, to start this video off, Knott's Berry Farm is a world-class park with a decent lineup of rides and attractions, addictive charm, and admirable theming. But this video is not meant to trash Knott's in any way, otherwise I wouldn't have visited over 12 times this year. But it does have some problems that my many visits have made clear to me. So, in this video, I will describe the 3 main problems I have with the park, and maybe a few nitpicks, and in the end I will describe what the park needs the most. Let's get into it. My first problem with Knott's is capacity. This park has abysmal capacity. With almost every single one of my visits, it seemed like the park was at capacity. Most rides during peak season have full queues all day, and even in the off season, it seems like I have to wait 45 minutes for the major coasters. There are 2 reasons for this: the overall ride capacity and the size of the actual park. Knott's is a tiny park, sitting at 57 acres. For comparison, Kings Island is 364 acres. And to further prove my point, the only park I can think of that is smaller is Frontier City at 55 acres. And you might be saying, well, Frontier City never has long waits, even though it's small. But the thing is, Knott's is the 12th most visited park in North America. 4 million per year. Yeah, that many people in that small of a park makes it easier to get from one ride to the next, also making it easier to get in more lines and do more attractions faster, building up the lines. To follow up, the rides and coaster capacities are not enough, sometimes because of bad operations and dispatches, but mainly because Knott's doesn't even have a coaster that runs 3 trains. And most trains only hold 22 or less people. The only exception to this is Silver Bullet, with 38 per train and easy trains to check and dispatch. It just seems like Knott's needs higher capacity rides to churn through riders quickly and efficiently. What the park also needs is a standout coaster. Yes, they have Ghost Rider and Accelerator, but it's hard having a wooden coaster as your standout. And the future of Accelerator is fairly uncertain relating to what's happening to Top Thrill Dragster, which uses the same launch system. And not to mention, Accelerator has been closed for almost the entire 2022 season. We currently don't know if they'll install LSMs on it, demolish it entirely, which would suck, and nothing has been announced from Cedar Fair. No teasers, no construction walls, and no leaks or permits, and no track removal. It's just been standing but not operating for over half a year. So back to what I was saying, Knott's would greatly benefit from that big standout coaster that Knott's has needed for so long, and might just need if Accelerator never reopens. The last thing Knott's needs is another coaster that really catches your eye and is more thrilling and adult or teen focused. Knott's is loaded with family coasters and dark rides for all ages, and has one of the best kids area in the US. The only ride that really thrills the average park goer and has a high height requirement is Silver Bullet, and no, Ghost Rider and Hang Time have a 48-inch height requirement. So, what coaster are you proposing? Well, seems like Cedar Fair has already been looking at it, and yes, it's the B&M Hyper. This ride would fit perfectly in Knott's lineup, being a floater airtime machine, maybe having a few high-speed moments like in the proposed Giga layout that was leaked. Even the Mega Coaster layout that was leaked also looked amazing as well, and would still do wonders for the park. It literally checks each box. It can run 3 trains with 34 to 38 people per train, it would most likely be the standout coaster, and it would have a 54-inch height requirement for the thrill seekers. It would also be different from everything in the area, especially if Cedar Fair sprung for that Giga. It would be far taller than Goliath, an hour up north in Magic Mountain, which is the only ride remotely similar to it. And currently, the whole state of California is lacking some real floater airtime, with the only pop of being on Ghost Rider and, well, I guess the first drop of Medusa. So yes, I'm sorry that this just turned into another video about the Knott's Giga, but it's just so criminally genius for the park, and it seems like the only thing holding Cedar Fair back from building this is the price tag and the fact that this is going to be feet away from businesses and residential spaces. But that didn't stop Thunder Dolphin from being built in the heart of Tokyo, just saying. But anyways, thanks for watching, like or even subscribe if you enjoyed, and have a good night.